Okay, good afternoon, everyone. In the last lecture, we have discussed or we have started the two-port networks. We have started the basic concept of two-port network, the definition of what are the meaning of port, what is the meaning of two-port, and what are the variables are there for two-port networks. Then, based on the variables and taking two variables as an independent variable, we form the total six combinations, and those six combinations are nothing but six parameters of the two-port networks. So, out of six parameters, so four parameters are very important for the any competitive exam or this subject. So those parameters are Z parameters, Y parameters, then hybrid parameters, and last one transmission parameters. So all these concepts and introduction of these parameters we have covered in the last lecture. So today we are going to solve some problems so that we can understand that how the problems or how the questions are asking in the GATE exam, how the questions asked in GATE exam or any other competitive examination. So today I will share that PPT and I will solve, and you student all you can note down in a notebook, so that it will be useful for you for the preparation of the GATE exam or any other competitive examination. So when I am writing when I am solving step by step, simultaneously you can note down in your notebook also, so that that will be useful for your study as well as for the preparation of any competitive examination. Okay, so don't just listen or observe. You can simultaneously write down all those points, because problems how to solve, that is also important one for the preparation of any competitive examination. Okay, so I will share that slide now. Okay. I think yesterday we solved this first question. So first question is the impedance parameters Z11 and Z12 of the two-port network in the figure. You have to find out the value of Z11 and Z12. So yesterday we solved, and the answer we got, I think Z11 equal to 2.75. Okay, so that answer we got, that is the option A. We already solved this problem. So today we are going to solve the next problem. So if you want, I will repeat it. Otherwise, we will go ahead. Okay. Just I will tell how to find out Z11. So it is simply, I will repeat this question. So Z11 is equal to 2.75. How this is correct? Okay. Now I will simply write the equation here. V1 is equal to Z11 into I1 plus Z12 into I2. So to find out the Z11 value, you need to put I2 equal to 0. So I2 equal to 0 means what? Port 2 dash, you have to make it open. So already it is open. Okay. So you have to make it open. So once you are making it open, so Z11 becomes, Z11 is equal to V1 divided by I1. So V1 divided by I1 means what? Z equivalent 1. So simply find out Z equivalent 1. So how to find out Z equivalent 1? Okay, you all these steps you can note down in your notebook. Okay, so V1 is equal to Z11 into I1 plus Z12 into I2. So to find out Z11, I2 you have to put as a 0. This is a condition. So I2 equal to 0 means what? Port 2 dash you have to make it open. So once you are making port 2 dash open, then you have to find out Z11 is equal to V1 divided by I1. Variable जर बघितलात, if you are observing the variable, it is the of same port. जेव्हा दोन्ही variable same port चे असतात, in that case what we are doing, we are simply, and one more thing I have told why when I taught this subject for you people. So when there will be V divided by I or I divided by V, simply you go to find R equivalent or Z equivalent. Okay. So equivalent resistance you can find whenever there will be the V divided by I or I divided by V of same port. So here V1 and I1, these two variables are of port 1. That's why you can go for finding out the Z equivalent one. Now Z equivalent one means you have to observe from this side and measure from opposite side. Okay. Now as second port is open, that is I2 equal to 0, I2 equal to 0, this resistor will not require because no current will flow through this 3 ohm. Now new circuit I will draw. So this will be the 2 ohm, this will be the 1, this will be the 2, and this will be the 1. So you need to find out Z equivalent by observing from this side. Now measure from opposite side. So 1 and 2, these two are in series and that is in parallel with this 1 ohm, and lastly it is in series with 2. So Z equivalent 1 is equal to 2 plus 1, 2 plus 1, that is in parallel with 1, and finally it is in addition, it is in series with 2. If you are calculating that one, 3 is parallel with 1 plus 2. So 3 parallel 1 means what? 3 into 1 divided by 3 plus 1. So plus 2 as it is. So 3 divided by 4, that is give the 0.75, and this plus 2. So total it will be 2.75. So Z equivalent 1, Z equivalent 1 will be the 2.75 ohm. So Z equivalent 1 means what? V1 divided by I1. So V1 divided by I1 means what? Z11. So Z11 value will be 2.75 ohm. So observe the MCQ, observe the options. So if you are observing the option, Z11 is value 2.7 is only in one option, that is in given in A option. So there is no need to find out Z12. Don't calculate, okay, because you are getting very less time and already you got the answer. So there is no need to find out Z12 because Z11 is not repeated anywhere in the any option except A. So A will be the correct one. So in this way you can save the time, and within a less time and within shortcut time you can find out the answer. Okay. Now we will move to the second problem. Now here in the second problem, actually this is a pi network. This is a pi network. So later we will solve this network by using pi network also. Okay, when we will complete T representation and pi representation in the next lecture. Based on that we will solve same problem, but now this problem we can solve by using different method. Okay. Now this question, each and every question was asked in GATE exam in the EC paper. So now, if you are observing carefully this circuit, we can easily identify that this is a pi network. Apart from that, this is looking like a delta network. So apart from that, it is looking like delta. So if you are observing here, so what if you are considering this part only, so it is looking like a delta. So here it is 30, here it is 60, and here it is 10. So we can easily convert this pi network into T network. So we can convert pi network into T network. So T network means what? If you are using, or if you are using star delta transformation, then you can easily convert the pi network into T network. Once you know the T network, you can easily find out the Z parameters, because uh, to find out Z parameter of a T network, it is very easy compared to the pi network. So question is what? You have to find out the impedance matrix, that is Z matrix you have to find, means all parameters you need to calculate. Z11 म्हणजे हा पॅरामीटर तुम्हाला मॅट्रिक्स फाइंड आउट करायचे. Z11, Z12, Z21 and Z22. This Z matrix you have to find out. So there is a question how to or the question will come in your mind, how to convert the given pi network into T, or simply given delta network into star network. So I will give the hint here. So this is given 30, this is 60, and this will be the 10. So if you are using here, if you are marking here the star, so I will give the value here RA, this will be the RB, and this will be the RC, whereas this will be the R1, this will be the R2, and this will be the R3. Okay, so R1, R2, R3 ह्या 3 व्हॅल्यू तुम्हाला दिलेले आहेत, that is 30, 10 and 60. You need to find out RA, RB and RC. So it is very easy. So if you know the equations, already we covered this star delta. So how to find out RA? So RA is equal to, I will write this equation, RA is equal to R1 R2, R1 into R2, means when you are finding R1 RA, you need to take the two sides, म्हणजे त्याच्या बाजूचे दोन जे आहेत resistors, that product you have to take R1 R2 divided by addition of all resistors R1 plus R2 plus R3. Okay, so when you are getting this formula, so simply put RA is equal to R1 R2 means 10 into 30, 10 into 30 divided by what? Divided by addition of 10 plus 30 plus 60. So it is 300 divided by 100. Okay, 300 divided by 100. So that will give us RA is equal to 3 ohm. Sorry, correct, I am correct. 10 plus 30, that is 40, plus 60, that is the 100. So multiplication will give us the 30 into 10, that is the 300 divided by 100, that will give the RA equal to 3 ohm. Okay, so that in this way you can find out all those values. So if you are finding all those values, then what will be the value of RB? So RB is nothing but 30 into 60 divided by 100, means 1800 divided by 100, that will give RB equal to 1800 divided by 100 means 18. And last one, this RC means 10 into 60, that is 600. 600 divided by 100 means this will give the 6. Okay, so I will write once again. So RA equal to 3 ohm, RB equal to 18, and RC equal to, you will get RC equal to 6 ohm. So these answers we will get. So finally, if you are taking this value, or if you are converting this delta into star or pi into T, the now circuit will becomes, okay, now here this will be the RA, this will be the RB, and this will be the RC. Okay, now this is the 1 dash, this will be a 2 dash. Now what are the values here? What are the values here? RA is equal to 3, RB is equal to 18, and RC is equal to 6. So as this will be the T network, so it is easy to find out all parameters. Okay, now I will write the equation for Z11. Z11 is equal to RA plus RB, that is Z1 plus Z2 किंवा ZA, ZB. This will act as a ZA, ZB, and ZC. Okay, now Z11 is equal to ZA plus ZB. ZA plus ZB, or sorry, ZA plus ZC. ZA plus ZC, sorry. So ZA is what? 3 and ZC is 6. So this will be 3 plus 6, and that will give the 9 ohm. So Z11 is a 9 ohm. So which option is correct? So in that option, if you are finding B and C, but in these two options are correct, so two options will eliminate. हा A option eliminate होतो आणि D option eliminate होतो. So only two options are remaining. So you need to calculate next parameters also. Okay, so Z11 is equal to 9 ohm we are getting. Now after that, what is the equation of Z21, or you can simply say Z12? Z12 is equal to Z21 is equal to ZC. This is we are taking from the T representation, T network. Okay. So Z12 is equal to Z21 is equal to ZC. ZC चा value काय RC. RC is nothing but 6 ohm. So where it is option, it is given in the C. Okay. So Z12 and Z21, that is 6 ohm. So B option is also wrong. Now finally we will find out the Z22. So Z22 means what? Z22 is nothing but ZB plus ZC. So ZB is 18 plus 6, that will give the 24. So 24 is the Z22. So if you are all finding the values, you will get that the option C is the correct. Okay. So option C is the correct. So in this way you have to solve such type of problems. You have to use the shortcut methods. So you can easily convert the delta into star, as that is nothing but pi network into T network. Once you are getting T network, it is easy to find out the Z parameters. Okay. So this problem was asked for 2 marks in the GATE exam. So you will easily get the value if you are using the shortcut methods. Okay. Now we will move to the next problem. Okay. Now next, if you are observing what is the question, carefully read. What is the question here? The H parameters of the circuit you have to find out. That is, indirectly you have to find out all H parameters, or indirectly the answers are given in the form of H matrix. So H parameters you need to find out. Okay. Now circuit is very easy. Only 2 resistors are connected. So how to start such type of questions to solve? So simply, first of all, which parameter they are asking, you have to according to that you have to write the equation. Carefully observe the diagram. So according to that I will write the equation for the H parameters. मग H parameter मध्ये dependent variable काय असतात? V1 and I2. So these are the dependent variables, means left hand side, whereas I1 and V2 in the right hand side. So I will write the equation first. So everyone, you can note down these equations. V1 is equal to H11 into I1 plus H12 into V2. Okay. Next one, I2 is equal to H21 into I1 plus H22 into V2. मग तुम्हाला H11 आणि H21 जर फाइंड आउट करायचं असेल, then you need to put the condition V2 equal to 0. V2 equal to 0 if you are putting, then you will get 2 parameters, H11 and H21. Okay. So H11 and H21, if you are observing in the circuit, if you are observing the options, so everywhere there will be the different values. Everywhere there will be the different values. So it is sufficient to find out H11 and H21 to get the answer of this question. There is no need to calculate H12 and H22. Okay. Karan baga, if you are observing the options, here 0.1 and minus 0.1 is there. Here option 10 and 1 is there. Okay. Now next one. Here it is 30 20 is there, and here it is 10 minus 1, means everywhere the option will be the different. If you are finding H11 and H21, it is sufficient to get the answer. Okay. Now we'll start to solve this problem. Okay. Now what will be the H11? We are keeping equation 1 number only. We can use equation number 1 first of all, so that we can find out. Now here H11 is equal to, first of all I will write what is the condition. So condition is what? V2 equal to, condition is V2 equal to 0. So V2 equal to 0 means what? H11 is equal to V1 divided by I1. V1 divided by I1. मग जेव्हा V1 divided by I1 असेल, that is the meaning is Z equivalent 1. Okay. Whenever the V divided by is there, then you need to find out Z equivalent. मग एकाच पोर्टचे असल्यामुळे तुम्हाला Z equivalent 1 that you have to observe from the left hand side. So I will draw the circuit once again here. So after sorting, carefully observe करा. If you are shorting this one second port 2 to dash, this resistor will become short. Okay, once you are finding, कारण शॉर्ट पाथला जर एखादा रेजिस्टर पॅरलल असेल तर तो रजिस्टर ऑटोमॅटिकली शॉर्ट होऊन जातो. ओके, सो वाय दिस इज आर इक्विवलेंट इज इक्वल टू 0 with 20. So answer 0 parallel with 20, so answer will be the 0. Okay, now by this way you can make it this register as a short. So once again I will draw the circuit here. So this will become short. This is V2 equal to 0. This will becomes V2 equal to 0. This is 10 ohm. Now this will be the I1. This will be the V1 plus minus. Okay, V2 0, and this will be the I2. Okay, so here you need to find out what H11. So H11 means what? V1 divided by I1. So V1 divided by I1 means what? You need to simply find out the Z equivalent. Z equivalent 1. So Z equivalent 1 म्हणजे काय? एकच रजिस्टर आहे. Only one register is present, that is in series. So answer will be the 10. Answer will be the 10. मग H11 चं व्हॅल्यू 10 आहे. मग तो 10 म्हणजे हा दोन ऑप्शन एलिमिनेट झाला. These two option will get eliminated. Okay, B and C in that H11 is equal to 10 we got. Okay, but H21 if you are finding, then you will get the complete answer. Okay, now we will solve the next one. So how to find out the value of H21? Okay, by putting V2 equal to 0 only. Now here I will draw the circuit once again. So this will be the V2 equal to 0. So this will be the 10. This will be the plus minus V1, and current will flow the I1, and this current will be the I2. Now here what will be the equation of H21? H21's equation काय? If you are carefully observing H21's equation, it will be the I2 divided by I1. हा तुमचा इक्वेशन आहे by putting V2 equal to 0. So if you are observing in the circuit, I1 and I2 are the same. I1 and I2 are the same. Only the direction will matters. So I1 is equal to minus of I2. So direction matters. That is I1, I2 and I1 are the opposite to each other. So I2 is equal to minus of I1. So what we need? We need I2 divided by I1. So I2 divided by I1 is equal to minus 1. So what is I2 divided by I1? That is H21. H21 is equal to I2 divided by I1 is equal to minus 1. So as it is current gain, it is unitless. So value of H21 is minus 1. So H11 किती आले? 10 ohm. And H21 we got minus 1. So which option is correct? The option D. So option D is the correct answer. There is no need to find out H12 and H22. So in this way you have to solve such type of example uh, by within a less time, and by smart work also, because there is no need to find out other two parameters, that is H12 and H22. Okay, thank you. Now next we'll move to the next question number 4. Now question number 4, it is of different type. Now it is of different type. Okay, now question number 2, here the ABCD parameters of an ideal transformer, that n has to 1. What is the meaning of n has to 1? That is the ratio of coils, ratio of windings. N has to 1, that is given as ratio of winding. This n is of number of winding of primary of this transformer, and 1 is the number of turns of this secondary. Okay, so this will be the ideal transformer they have given, and you have to find out the ABCD parameters, out of which all parameters given except X. So X you need to find out. ओके. एक्स ची व्हॅल्यू तुम्हाला फाइंड आउट करायची आहे. त्यात तुम्हाला जर तुम्ही इफ यू आर ऑब्झर्विंग द मॅट्रिक्स इज गिवन n 0 0 and x. So this is similar to ABCD parameters A, B, C and D. So A is equal to n, B is equal to 0, C is equal to 0 and D is equal to x, and that x value you are going to calculate, and they asked only x value. Okay, now we are going to solve this problem. Now according to the property of transformer, V1 divided by V1 divided by V2 is equal to I2 divided by I2 divided by I1 is equal to number of turns of the primary coil divided by number of turns of the secondary coil. Okay, so V1 divided by V2 is equal to I2 divided by I1 is equal to number of turns of the coil primary divided by number of coils of the secondary, that is N1 divided by N2. So N1 is given, that is cap small n, and N2 is 1. N2 is 1, that is given here. Okay, so that is given here, n1 n as to 1. Okay, so here V1 divided by V2 is equal to I2 divided by I1 is equal to n as to 1. Okay, so this you can keep in a one side. So next question, next one, how to write the equations of the ABCD parameters. So that I will write. So equation in that ABCD parameters, so equation will be V1 is equal to A into V2 minus B into I2. Next, I1 is equal to C into V2 minus D into I2. Okay, so this will be the equation here. This will be the equation here. V1 and I1, these are the dependent variables. V2 and I2 are the independent variable. So here A value is given, that is small n. B value is 0. C value is 0. Only you need to find out the value of D. Okay, that is given x. So I1 is equal to this is 0 because C value is 0. So minus D into I2. Okay, now once again I will write I1 is equal to minus D into I2. So what is D? D is given as x. D is given as x. So x into I2. So we know that I2 minus so we know that I2 divided by I1. So I2 divided by I1 is nothing but what? N as to 1. That already we know, okay, from the property of the transformer. Now if you are taking here uh, I1 divided by I2 is equal to minus x, we are getting. So I1 divided by I2 means what? Reverse, that is my 1 upon n. So 1 upon n. Okay, I2 divided by I1 हा n upon 1 है. मग reciprocal घ्या. So if you are taking the reciprocal, it becomes 1 as to n. So it is equal to minus x. So here it, as it is number of turns, so x is equal to what? X is, if you are taking the mod, x is equal to 1 upon n. So this minus is due to the direction of current. This mod is due to the direction of current, okay, or minus sign. So there is no need, if you are taking the mod, so you will get x is equal to 1 upon n. So 1 upon n is given in the option number B. So B option is the correct one. B option is the correct one, that is x is equal to 1 upon n. So you must know the property of or formulas regarding the transformer, and you must know the equations of a ABCD parameters. Then and then you can able to solve such type of problems in the GATE exam or any other competitive examination. Okay, now next we will move to the next problem. Okay, now question number 5. So question number 5, if you are observing, thus it is given a circuit, it is called as a Z model. Simply we can say it is a Z model. Okay, now what is the question they are asking? Find out Z12 and Z21 from the given figure. So Z12 and Z21 you have to find out. So how to find out? So simply here, this mark, you can mark the all the variables. V1, I1 is already mentioned, so this will be the V2. Okay, so I2 and I1 already marked, you just simply mark the V1 and V2. So we are going to consider this part only. Now if you are applying the KVL, here, what you can say, the current passing through this resistor, will be the I1. So here